For more great videos and learning tutorials, or to download the exercises that go with these videos, please visit our website at www.createthenet.com. That was www.createthenet.com. Hi, and welcome back to our video series on CSS. In this video, I want to talk a little bit about something that's called a descendant selector, descendant selectors. And in this case, you're going to see I've created an HTML document that has a couple of divs. One div is called red, one div is called blue. And I've actually attached them to this style sheet here. We aren't having any styles at this point. Now, normally, if I wanted to format my H1s, I would just go ahead and do H1, and then I could go ahead and put in whatever format I want. So if I wanted my H1s to be blue, I could put in the color for blue, close my style, and then all of my headings turn blue. But what if you only wanted a particular group of headings that have H1 to be blue? You need to use H1 because they are first level headings, but let's say there's a difference between one section and another section. You need H1s, but they need to be different colors. In that case, you're going to use what's called a descendant selector. Come back in here to the source code, and you're going to see this particular piece of code is in an ID called red, and this particular code is in an ID called blue. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to change this style, and I'm going to say #red, or I'm going to say anytime that we're in the red div or in the red element and you find an H1, make it this color. So I'm going to go ahead and save that, and when I click over here in my live view, you're going to go ahead and see one is changed, the one in the first div, the one in the red div here. And the other did not. I can go ahead and change that, make this make a little bit more sense. We should have the font in the red div actually be red. There we go. I saved it, it becomes red. If I called out blue, there we go. I'm going to say the blue div in H1, and then did color. That rule is only going to apply to H1s that are in the blue div, or in this case, the second item right here. And you'll see it change that heading to blue. So descendant selectors are simply a way of identifying tag elements by the div that they're in and applying a style based upon both its location and what it is. Let's take a look and see how we can use this in a different way. Here I've gone ahead and I've added some information to the divs that we were working with before. Our red div on top and our blue div on the bottom. And let's pretend like we have this as a navigation element here, and this is just a list of team leader names. Now, if I go into the style sheet and go ahead and format a list item, let's say I make LI, and let's say I make a change here and I say color is going to be blue, save that. When I click over here, you're going to see that everything takes on that color. Actually, you know what? I made it white. 0, 0. There we go. Save that. Click back over here. There we go. You'll see those turn blue. If I made them green, they'll turn green. So what if I wanted to format my layout so that I've got a CSS rollover navigation at the top, but still be able to use unordered lists in my actual content text? And again, the answer is using a descendant selector. I've got source code right here, and you're going to see that up here at the top, this unordered list is actually in the red div, right there. And this one down here is in the blue div. So if in my style sheets I specify a div name, I'm going to go ahead and say red, LI, save it, and click. You're going to go ahead and see one is changed to green, the one in the red div, I know that doesn't make a lot of sense. I should use something other than colors here. But you're going to see that the blue divs list did not change. So now I can go ahead and create an LI for the blue div and change the color of that to blue. And you'll see that when I click over here, the color took effect down here, but it did not change my list item up here. So again, Descendant Selectors, the only thing they allow you to do is specify by div or by ID where to apply a particular tag rule. That's a very, very, very valuable, very flexible tool to have in your arsenal. And it's going to be essential when you're working with CSS layouts. Also, if you're interested in seeing the high definition 1280 by 720 videos, please go to createthenet.com. When we upload these videos to video sharing services, they always shrink the video size down and decrease the quality, so they come out a little bit fuzzy. If you go to the website, you can see the full resolution versions of these videos.